Hey, welcome everyone. Yay, we made it. Forgot to turn on the main slide there, so you got to watch us sitting there like mopes to begin with, but we did it. So, hi. We have a guest right here. Patty Trunrod is with us. Trunrude. Trunrude, is that right?
Sure, Tronrude,
She
whatever.
goes she goes by anything. Yep, so Patty's joining us tonight. We get to look at a little of her stitching and learn about what she's doing, which is fun. You saw on the slide there that we're sponsored by Stitchy Box, and after Patty leaves us, then we'll give you some of the particulars on Stitchy Box. But cotton is the word that you put in the comments to get that little Fiber Talk extra bag that Liz has for us between now and Sunday night. So cotton is your word, and we'll talk more about what she has in a little while. So, and then down at the bottom, fibertalk.stitchybox.com. That's your place to go to get all the instructions. Liz has that all set up for you, so it's good. But first, we're going to talk to Patty. We are. Hi, Patty.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let's see. We got involved with Patty because we had Brazilian stitching. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one that sent all the stuff to Vanna.
Yeah, because Vanna's bored.
That's right.
Yeah, well, we got to keep her, busy so she stays out of trouble.
Yeah. So how did you get started stitching? It wasn't the Brazilian stuff, I'm confident.
No, I got started stitching on my grandmother's lap when I was just a little kid. And then I found a needlepoint kit in the linen closet, and I was fairly certain it was my mom's. And I asked if I could have it. I must have been about 4 or 5. And she said no. So I promptly stole it and hid it under the bed and started teaching myself needlepoint. And that was the beginning of the whole deal.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you started with needlepoint. That warms my heart right there.
Yeah.
So was it the old wool and basket weave?
Yeah. Actually, it was half cross. It was a little, you'll know the kind of canvas it was. It was the brown canvas where it was
Yep.
like the double threads, kind of like Ada.
Penelope canvas.
Penelope,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Persian cat, and it was pink wool. And so I went and I carried it off to the bedroom and sat behind the bed so no one could see me and just started stitching. Because I knew I'd be in trouble if I got caught with it. So,
So that was your start. So no instruction or anything. You just started figuring it out?
yeah, I just looked the way it was done and just did it. And I've still got it around here someplace. I was looking for it. I found the project bag,
Yeah.
but I didn't find the actual needlepoint. It was just a little 8x8 thing.
Uh-huh.
So,
Did you ever finish it?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
finished. Yep, definitely.
Because those can be the ones that never get finished. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one got finished. And I continued on with needlepoint, and no one really in my family stitched. My grandmother kind of taught me a couple embroidery stitches early on because it was the 60s and we were all embroidering our jeans, and you know how that went. Yeah. And then I kind of picked up cross stitch after I had my son, and I was always a machine sewer. I learned how to do that when I was in 8th grade. And so I made my own clothes and that sort of thing, and, home deck, the general stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got into the machine embroidery. I think I sent you one of the pictures of that. Probably early 2000s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And started doing machine embroidery. And then that's how I got into selling sewing machines. And then I really wanted to have like health insurance and stuff. So I ended up.
Yeah, that'll drive you to do things. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I decided I sold the shop, and
so you actually had a sewing machine shop then?
Yeah, I was a Bernina dealer here in the Springs for about 3 years, and so I did that, and it was around that time that I first started learning the Brazilian and doing that. And it was just something that I picked up. I found out about a lady that had a shop down here, and went in there and talked to her and got some of the threads and just had at it. I was kind of going through a rough patch in my life, and that got me through it.
Yeah. You're probably not alone there. I'm sure that's been the case for many. Yeah.
Yeah. And so just recently here in the last, like, I don't know, three years maybe, I started picking up more hand embroidery again.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Nicola's stuff and was just blown away by the samplers. So of course I had to start a couple of her pieces, and just Mary Corbett's site has been a wealth of information. And in fact, if you go to her site, a lot of the stitches that are used in the Brazilian are actually just regular embroidery stitches that you can use for surface embroidery. They get dimensional with the different threads that you use for the Brazilian, because it's a rayon thread and it comes in different weights, and that's what gives you your dimension.
Yeah. What's that? Let's put up here. I got Patty sent us some pictures, so let me put these up.
The one that kind of looks like a Dresden plate, it's got like pie shaped slices. And then there's another one that's pink flowers in the center and then green around it. That's a pillow. Okay. Yeah, it takes a little getting used to, but it's not as bad as you would think. Because I wish I could show it to you here. I've got some here. It's thicker. And it starts out like Glory, which is a really thin rayon. That one's a little harder to stitch with. And then it goes on up in thickness until you get actual textured threads like a boucle. The one who really knows all about this, and you should probably have her on as a guest too, is Christine from the Stitching Shop. She's won all sorts of awards at the fair and the whole 9 yards. You should see her work. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, up in Denver. I can send you a link after this.
I was going to say.
Yeah, she's the one. I mean, wow. Her stuff is incredible.
Gary, they can't hear you.
I know. I just noticed that it muted again. I do no idea. I can't do any. I don't do a thing. Okay. Yeah, it should be back. Yeah. So she at the stitching shop. She really knows her. Knows her Brazilian, huh?
Yeah, she does beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful.
Now is that what is that? Just done on regular muslin cloth?
Yeah, they have it. When it comes in the kit, it's all printed with the pattern, and then you go and you stitch over the pattern, and you do it in a certain order, like you do the leaves, and then you do the stems, and then you do the flowers and whatnot. And then at the end, like if you look at the Dresden, there's one corner that is a red flower, and then it's got like very fine stitching. It's the only one in the piece that is completed that has that on it. And then you put in this very fine stitching at the end. Because that one's still in progress. I still have to do a little work to finish that one.
The pie plate one.
What? Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So this one up here in the corner, if I can get this to move the way I want it to, this red flower in the upper, just right of center, that's one you're still working on then, huh?
Does it have like fine, I can't see on the screen.
Right.
So does it have like fine stitching
it looks
underneath
like it.
And like does it have the bullion leaves?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so see, I kind of took a liberty with this whole thing, and I got to playing with it after I started it. So if you notice in that flower, there are sequins in the middle. They're
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be. The bullion leaves, they're not supposed to be there.
Oh,
I just started kind of messing around with the thing. I tend to do that a lot with anything that I'm stitching, kind of make it my own.
yeah. So you chose to do bullion leaves. Okay, that's gutsy.
Yeah, yeah. I
Well,
thought it would look cool, and I thought I'll give it a go. And I mean, it's only needle and thread. If it doesn't work, you got scissors. That's what they're for, you know.
well, that's it's interesting. When Vanna showed the other night the kits that you sent her, the first thing I noticed was the really large amount of bullion, and long ones where
Yeah.
you're wrapping. It looks like you're making them long enough that you can actually curl them around. Like these in the center.
Yes.
Yeah, there's all kinds
And
of
that's
things going on there.
exactly. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, if you kind of go counterclockwise on that plate, if you look at it like a clock, 1, 2, 3, the fourth one down counterclockwise, it would be at like 8 o'clock, maybe
Okay.
9 o'clock.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so that's supposed to be a lilac. And that's
Oh.
glory thread that I use to go and do the little leaves on the lilac. And if I remember correctly, there were 80 wraps on those suckers on each of the 4 little pieces
Wow.
that make the one lilac flower.
80.
80. And so you learn to be pretty halfway decent at bullion knots pretty quick, or else you're ripping them out.
But that
And
but,
they're not bad. They're really not bad. The trick to them is just holding on to the knot as you're pulling the thread through.
uh-huh.
And if it gets like caught up, run your hand inside the loop and smooth them out. And if you hold your hand at the bottom and let them stack up on your fingers, they'll smooth out and it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll keep that in
That's
mind
how
next
I
time.
do it.
Next time I do an 80 wrap bullion, I'll keep that in mind. Jeez. Well, they're an incredible stitch because they give such an effect, and especially when you do them like that, where you can actually wrap them into a shape or shape them.
Right.
Yeah, it's an amazing effect. Yeah.
And the bullion roses are just spectacular. You can't beat those. I love those.
Yeah.
And the other one that I really like that turns out well, I'm trying to find it here, is the it's just a plain old buttonhole stitch, but it turns out so nice. I can't remember which one it had the buttonhole. It might be that red flower up there because I'm looking at it across the room here.
Up at the top.
Yeah, that one with the sequins. I think that's the one. That's actually just a buttonhole stitch.
Oh. Okay.
So seriously, I mean, you can find most of these stitches on Mary Corbett's site. And
Yeah.
she's got her videos. And I mean, you can't beat anything she's got going on.
Yeah, that's true. And somebody said, what needle? You're using a Milliner needle?
Yes, you have to use a Milner's because when you're doing the bullions, you want the eye of the needle to be the same size as the shaft. And if it's too big, then you can't pull the needle through. And it just makes a mess of the knot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it has to be the same diameter all the way.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to that other Brazilian one, the with all the roses in the middle. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. That's the pillow. That was one of the. I did that one. Well, obviously, because it's finished first before I did this one. And it was just, kind of some of the basic stitches. You get the kits or the books, and you go along and you learn the stitches through doing the pieces.
Uh-huh.
And the books are really great. I sent Vanna one, and I've got another one here. And they give you the whole deal. This
yeah,
one,
they sure do.
I don't know you can see
Oh,
that.
here, I have to switch to, hang on. Oh, so that's the book that
Yes, that's
Maria
another book.
Frestas?
Yeah. And then this is some of the different stitches that are in it. Am I holding it okay?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Here, let me take me out of it. Yeah. Okay. So there's all, yeah, all right, I see. Boy, that's some elaborate stuff. But like anything else.
It really isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I pretty much taught myself how to do most of this stuff.
Uh-huh. Man. It's impressive stuff. There's no question, yeah. Here, I'm gonna go back to the other one. There we go. Yeah, no, so those are all, those roses in the middle, those are all bullion of some kind. I'm gonna zoom in here. On that pillow.
Oh, on the pillow, yeah.
And some are more textured than
bullion
others.
Roses, and and I used a variegated thread. Grab me that thing, would you?
Oh, okay. So here's another example of how variegated can really have some impact.
Yeah, because the threads come in solid threads, and then some of them are variegated, and so you can kind of change up the look that way.
Yeah. Because the two that are right and left of the center one, that variegation really works. That's great.
Yeah. That's all basically bullions there. And then there's in the center one, it's the bullions in the very middle. And then you've got the cast on stitch, which is on the outside, and again in a variegated thread. And the green ones on the very far outside, that's all the cast on stitch also. And then again, I went a little goofy with it and used Krynic to do the leaves. That's not what I was supposed to use, but that's what I did.
So okay. Oh, I see. All right. Oops. And then all kinds of beads and all through that thing.
Yeah, a lot of beads on it. They were supposed to be there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's basically bullion and the cast on stitch, and even the little dark green flowers, those are white bullions in the middle, and then pistol stitch.
I never heard of pistol stitch.
It's just a French knot with a tail.
Way to sell it. That took the sophistication right out of it.
Yeah, I'm real high class here, so
It's amazing the texture and visual impact you get out of that.
Yeah. And it's all the threads. It's because the threads.
Here, just a second. I got to go back to you. Hang on. There.
See, you store them in this plastic stuff like this, and you put them in there with this hook thing, and then you can just pull out one thread at a time as you need it. So like this is boucle, and this is glory. This is some of the really thin stuff. Iris, you use iris for a lot of your most of your stitching. I do. And you can tell here, look at this variegation here from green to purple.
Yeah. So you keep it in that holder because you need to keep the thread under control, or is that just the holding device you chose?
Exactly. So you can keep it under control, and then when you need a piece, you can just pull it out this way.
Oh, okay.
And you don't disturb the whole thing.
Because if you do, you got a problem, huh?
Then you gotta go and use the hook thing and thread it back through again, and no.
Yeah.
And when you first get these things, they're wound in a skein, like you'd get the floche, for example.
Uh-huh.
So you've got to undo them and cut them, and then you have to steam the threads so that they relax, so that they're straight, so they're not all kinked up and curled.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get all that done, you want to put them in this thing so they stay put. And it
Okay.
makes it easier to handle.
Okay. You just Sandy a few minutes ago asked about tips for handling that thread, so there it is, right there. It's a system in all into itself. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are totally the best way to go and handle those threads. I must have 20 of those packages like that
Uh-huh.
to keep them all in.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good to know if I ever get stupid and decide to do that. Yeah. Because that's amazing stuff. It really is. It really is a whole different look for threads. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back now to the pictures, and
Okay.
let's see. This goldwork butterfly is flat out
Absolutely stunning. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. That was my first go at gold work.
That was your first
And
go. Okay, I quit. That's it. I quit. I'm not even going to try now. That's it. No, I don't want to hear about it.
I'm saying this because it's so easy. Natalie is not kidding. It can be a little fussy, but it's not hard. You just work the steps. It's just needle and thread. And that was Allison Cole's.
Oh.
I got that one from Allison Cole. And you can't go wrong, I mean, with her instructions. So,
right.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Get this down here. I mean, it's just flat beautiful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
How big is that?
It was a lot of fun.
Is it a couple inches long? How big is that?
Oh.
Here, I'm going back to you.
I don't know if you can see it.
There.
The glare.
Hold it up a little higher. Hold it up a little higher. Oh, so that's got some size to it then.
Yeah, it's maybe, I don't know, 4 inches.
Yeah.
5 inches.
It is stunning.
Thank you.
Wow.
I appreciate that.
Wow.
I don't get a lot of support around here. Everybody my friends that are around here, they're all machine people.
Oh.
So everything is with the sewing machine, and that's fine. I mean, I enjoy, sewing too, and I quilt and that sort of deal, but it's fun to be able to talk to someone about handwork.
Yeah, just show up here. We'll support you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And David Osborne asking that the flat material. Natalie used some of that in her balloon. That's that ribbon material, right?
Yes. I'm trying to think of what it's called. I want to call it foil, and it's not foil.
But similar to that, kind of a ribbon-like foil.
Yes, it's like a ribbon-like foil is the best way to.
Yeah, I'm back to the picture. I'm back to the picture, so you don't have to hold it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that? I mean, you have to be careful when you put that in, so you don't get it kinked up, though.
Yeah, I used the laying tool. So what you do is, imagine you've got a piece of tinsel. It's the best way to go and describe it. It's a little stiffer than tinsel. So you go and you lay your tinsel down where you want to go and have that laying right at the top to begin with. And you stitch over the tinsel. And then I took the laying tool. So imagine this is the tinsel. And you put the laying tool here, and you fold the tinsel over.
Okay.
So you get it where it needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's all you do. And you just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you angle it just a little bit so that you're totally covering not totally covering, but you're covering the edge where you came from, but you're progressively moving down the stitch path.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. What an effect. Well, the wings alone with the pearls I mean, those just the wings alone are amazing, and then that's just cotton thread there for the white, correct?
I believe it was Avis. I think it was the Avera Soie
Okay, so
that we
silk.
did, and it was just long and short stitch.
Okay.
And you pad everything underneath first.
Uh-huh.
So,
Wow.
yeah. But there's chipping in there, and there's the essing, and there's the pearl, and the flat stuff that I can't think of the name of.
Yeah, somebody asked. Yeah, the flat ribbon stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The flat ribbon stuff is called plate, right? Isn't
Yes,
that gold
that's
plate?
it, girl. Yeah, it's plate. Yeah.
Wow.
So
And then okay, so like right next to those pearls, that like it looks like it's like macaronis that are like, you know, kind of like curved and laying. What is that? Is that
that's
like
essing.
okay?
So some of this stuff you go and you couch down, like Natalie was saying, and then other stuff, because it's a coil, it's like a spring, you cut it to the length that you need, and you run your thread. Allison has you use Gutermann, and you just run your thread through it. So the thread came up, and it's just like a stem stitch, only you're doing it with the pearl.
Hmm.
I see.
See, Ivana, this is why I get excited about this stuff, because the effects that you get are amazing.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I have never been turned on by this, but then when I saw Natalie's air balloon, and then I saw this, when you sent me the pictures later, you know, this afternoon, and I was looking at these, I was like, oh my God, I want to do that tomorrow. I even went to Alice. I thought this was an Allison Cole, and I went to see if it was on her website still. That's how much it turned me on when I saw it.
She's got a really cute bee on her website too. I don't know if it's still out there. And that has a lot of the same techniques as the butterfly. In fact, I've got that kit too.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two of us, Vonna, I think we have all the kits covered.
So Mindy is asking how far the white silk goes. Is it just that triangle, or does it go all the way underneath all that other gold in the wings?
No, it stops pretty much at the edge of the gold here.
Right.
And then you put the...
So it stops right... Okay.
Yeah, you did the long and short stitch first, and then you do the gold work after. The padding goes on first, then the long and short, and then you do the rest of the gold work.
Okay. Thing is just stunning.
Thank you.
Stunning.
It was fun, and it didn't take long. I mean, this was like a couple weekends, and that was
okay,
it.
now I absolutely quit. That's it. I'm done.
No, I'm just saying that so that everybody knows it's all achievable. Everything, if you just want to do it, just jump in and do it. It's achievable.
Yep. Well, I believe that, but this is an amazing piece. It really is.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. All right. Enough drooling over that. What else do we have? We have we did those two. Oh, the Mirabilia. I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah.
These things. I mean, I'll never do one because sorry, I don't care. But the stitching involved in the beadwork to me is, I mean, these things are involved.
Yeah. I saw it in the local quilt shop, and when I decorated the bathroom, it's kind of got a nautical theme, and I went, okay, and this is the first piece that got me back into hand stitching about 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And so I got the whole thing, and it's done on Ada, because I can't see worth a damn. And so I got it on Ada, and I think it's 14 or 16 count. I'm not sure. And again, I kind of went a little wild with the beads in the front of the thing.
Yeah. Well, but her designs really lend to that, though.
Yeah, yeah. And it's all charted out, and that one took me about 6 months to do. And it's basically all cross stitch, and it's got those quarter stitches in it that you were talking about a couple weeks ago. And then, the back stitch for some of the outline work. But yeah, so there it is, and that hangs in the bathroom.
And those are fairly large size designs, right?
Yeah, that thing is maybe 16 by 12.
Yeah.
18 by 12, something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole world of stitchers. Those people who do those, boy, they just get addicted.
That's the only one that I've ever done, and I just love the colors, and I like mermaids. So
yeah,
there you go.
Well, she's quite a designer, no doubt. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's see. We'll save Florida for last. So what this looks like it's on satin or something. What is that? What's that all about?
On satin.
Help me with the color of the background, Bonna. Green, teal.
I can't see it.
That's the machine embroidery. Yeah, that's Dupioni, and that was a quilt that I actually made for the shop. It was for a class.
Oh.
It's a Jenny Haskins design, and she's out of Australia. She does a lot of machine embroidery, and so you go and you do your quilt blocks, but you embroider the quilt blocks, and that block it took 3 hoopings to get all of it in. And there's, I don't know how many different blocks in the whole thing.
So this is just one block in a quilt?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And this is a machine like what I have, Gary.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Except yours was probably a Bernina, right?
Yeah, I did it on the 730, I think it was at that time.
All right, no fighting. No fighting. I don't want to hear about brand fights. No.
No. I'm actually a baby lock person now. I've got an Elissimo.
Oh, Elissimo.
Yeah,
mine's a Unity.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, you know how it is when you're a sewing machine person, one is not enough. So, yeah, I've got
I have 6.
And I've got the 830, and I've got a couple other ones, and yeah. So they're all lined up like little soldiers, and they all do different things.
Right.
So, so when you say a hooping, this is like you were doing there, Vanna, a couple of weeks ago, where it would stitch, and then you'd have to move the hoop, and
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And so it stitches one part in the hoop, and then you have to go and unhoop it and move it over to the next part. So the actual design was there's a center part if you look at it, and then there's the 2 side parts that are just mirror images of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you use a template, and you put it down so that you get them in there right, and it's actually put through the hoop 3 times for each block.
Wow. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with machine embroidery either. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that like it.
Yeah.
Some people are kind of snobs, and they say,
really?
Machine embroidery or hand embroidery, and there's a place for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe there are snobs. I just can't. I'm not.
I know, right?
Right. I'm not coping with that at all. Yeah.
I know.
Okay, before we start fighting over brands here, we're going to move on. So then the Florida one, this is what prompted you to do that one?
The old postcards that you used to get back in the 50s and 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I used to live in Florida. My husband worked on the shuttle program. He was a software engineer. And so we were down there for, about 20 years. And Florida is just kind of a commemorative thing of our time in Florida. And Catherine Jordan you can see some of her classes through the EGA. I'm a member at large like you guys are.
Yeah.
So she's got different maps. She's got really cool stuff. You need to check on Catherine Jordan. So I found out that the Melbourne Guild, EGA Guild, did this as a project. So I got in touch with Catherine, and she sent me the kit, and I was just drawn to it because I love the old postcards from the 50s and 60s. It's so campy looking.
Yeah.
And the fact that you actually painted on it.
No.
I had never painted on fabric before, and that was just all sorts of fun. So I did her design, and I've got a lot of the motifs that she did in there, but I added some of my own just to kind of commemorate some of our time there, like the space shuttle. That I did that myself. The lighthouse, the Hillsborough Lighthouse that's above the Marlin. I did that. And then I went and I borrowed some designs from, I don't remember what the lady's name is, but she does mandalas and she's from Africa, I believe. And I had one of her charts. And so I borrowed the seahorse and the jellyfish because we were diving one time down in Key Largo, and my son ran into a whole swarm of them. Well, I don't know what you. And yeah, so we had to go and put the jellyfish in there for him.
Oh, that had to have been nasty. I don't want.
Yeah, he wasn't happy.
No. That thing is neat. So all the color, like the water edge around the state, all that you painted?
Yeah.
And
the sunset and the ground where the gator's laying, and yeah, all of that.
Wow.
And even some of the inside of some of the motifs, because it's just basically backstitch. You're using anchor floss and it's just backstitch. I thought I was going to go nuts with it. I've never done so much backstitch in all my life. But yeah, so that's it. You just kind of did it and then you color them in with the paint.
Wow, well, it sure works. And yeah, it is that old postcard. That's really good.
And then I had to go and stick a little gold work in there because you know how maps are. You know, they've always got that kind of like gold in the lettering and on the scale on the sides. So I added a little gold work that isn't supposed to be there, but then again, that's me because I'm always adding bling or something that's not supposed to be there.
Hey, it's part of the fun.
Exactly. It makes it your own.
Yeah. That's terrific. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did I get them all? I got them all. Yep. Yep. That's great. Well, the winner is that right there, the butterfly. Wow.
Well, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was fun. Get in touch with Allison.
Oh, well, I've talked to her twice. I've done 2 shows with her.
I know you have.
She's fantastic.
That's why I say. I mean, she'll send you the butterfly.
Yeah. No, and I have her latest book here, and yeah.
The master class one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want to get that.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I haul that out and drool over it a little bit. I mean, it's just, I've never actually done it. That's why we're doing that thing in June with Natalie, because I've never done it, but it just intrigues me, and I mean, I'm going to do it because I'm going to do it with Natalie watching, so.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And another lady who's really good at teaching gold work also is Lucy Barter, I think is her last name. Lucy, at any rate, from San Francisco School of Needlework.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I talked to her. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You've talked to her. She's got a great class out there, and it's a lot of the stuff that kind of looks like the Japanese embroidery. That's the next thing I want to go and tackle is that.
A woman after my own heart right there. Try them all.
Yeah, do them all. What the hell?
Yep, why not? So before we let you go, you got anything else there that wasn't in the pictures you can show us?
Well, I'm diabetic, and so I have to eat candy corn every Halloween.
Okay.
So I did this. I don't know if you can see it.
Hold it up a little bit higher. There we go. Death by God. Okay.
Candy corn.
All right. That's the lid of your candy corn jar. Huh?
That's the lid of my candy corn jar. I just finished this thing by Fabby Riley. She's out of England, and you can download her stuff. And I had never done one of these biscornu. I think that's how you call them.
Yeah.
So at any rate, I just attacked that, and I've got all my pins and needles and everything in there because I'm doing Queen Victoria.
Oh, Gayanne Rogers?
Uh-huh.
How's that going?
Oh, that makes it.
I'm about halfway. The nose is giving me fits.
Uh-huh.
I've redone the nose twice, and the way Gayanne tells you to do it. And then I went and I put it in my way and didn't like that. And then thought, okay, let's try couching it. And it looks like she's got warts going down the end of her nose. And so I took that out. So I've got some Avera Soie coming, and so I'll see if I can go and refine it a little bit. It just looks thick. It looks like Jimmy Durante's nose to me, and it's just...
Oh.
Grab that thing for me real quick. Maybe Gary can tell me what to do.
Oh, no, I'm sure I can't.
Well,
quite sure.
I could.
I can't tell you.
So, but like I say, I'm about halfway with that. So.
Yeah.
And that's that. And
yeah.
I just keep myself busy. Like I said, I just retired in March, and then we got all this COVID junk going on, and so I've been in. I don't know if you can see her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's how far I'm at. But do you see the nose?
I
Yeah.
don't think the nose looked that bad.
You think?
I think it looks good.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Go with it.
I really do. I think it does. I think it looks great. I'm jealous that you have. I'm jealous that you have her.
Yeah, I got it when she went and put it out to begin with. It was like, geez, a couple years ago. So I'm like you guys. I start all this stuff, and then it's here, and then the next thing comes along, and I'm like, ooh, I got to do that one too.
Yep.
And so I'm on a mission right now to go and try and finish some of this stuff. So,
okay.
Because I don't want to be in the boat that Bonna's in where I've got to finish it before I can go shopping again. That's going to hurt way too bad.
Well, yeah, but you say that and then you just go on and do it anyway. It doesn't, it's not, I wouldn't sweat that.
You just,
yeah.
Nah.
No.
Have you gone shopping?
No, I really haven't.
Well, it's only been 24 hours and she was at the quilt shop all day. So, yeah,
That's all right. It's a withdrawal thing.
By Tuesday we'll be back to normal. Don't worry about it.
Back in full swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Well, Patty, really appreciate it. This has been a ton of fun. Thank you so much for taking time with us tonight.
Oh, it has been no problem. I've enjoyed it so much. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before, and it's been a blast.
Yeah. Well, we sure appreciate it. That was fun. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and thank you guys for all you do for stitching. I mean, it's been wonderful to go and have your company through all this going on. And I hope everybody is well and safe out there.
Yep. Well, it's our pleasure. We have fun doing it. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot. Keep dodging viruses and stitching away there. Keep us informed.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep. You just hang up there. Yep. Just hang up. Okay. Just hang up, Patty.
I'm trying.
Okay. there she did it. I'm trying.
She
really.
got her done.
I really am. Oh, that was great. That was great.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it was.
Her first time with gold work, and she pulls that off. Oh, man. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's hard.
Wow. That's amazing. Yep. All right, so Stitchy Box. Oh, I got to get Stitchy Box back up in the corner there. I had to move it out of the way for the butterfly. There we go. So cotton is your word. You put it in the comments, not in the coupon. Cotton, and that gets you the bonus bag, and that's good through Sunday night. Those needle boxes that people bought. Let me see if I have them. Hang on. those needle boxes, she has more of them in, and so you can get those there. The discount makes them $23.50, and then you get a laser cut needle minder and a slice of beeswax. And so there's all of them. So she has those in stock again. So if you're interested in that, $23.50 is the discounted price, and then of course if you do it between now and tomorrow night, you get that extra Fiber Talk bonus bag. So check that out. Those were really popular last time we had them. People lashed right out of those neat little boxes. So check that out. But anyway, she has them back in stock now, so you can latch onto those if you want to. And let's see, what else does she have going here? Well, she still has boxes that, like the spring box that I have. She still has some of those. And there's still stuff from remember now, every day in May, remember, she has something special. So for her birthday. So go to shop and then go to the birthday thing and check those things out. And then I was looking through this week's openings from my spring box, and just a couple of things that came in this week's thing was this Dinky Dyes Silk Floss Spring Lilac. So I like that one. But then the fun thing was these buttons, handmade with love buttons. They were in one of the bags. There's a couple of different sizes, and so she suggested that you might use that if you stitch something for someone, to put that in there, or to put in the center of a biscornu. But yeah, they're nice little buttons. Looks like they're wood. No, they're probably synthetic. I don't know. Can't tell. But anyway, that was a neat little thing that I'm sure she has them in the shop, or she wouldn't have had them in the bag. But in the bags, that was a neat little thing. I like those. So, yeah, those bags are fun. I can see why people like them. Fun
Do you
stuff.
want to know what today's special is?
What is today's special?
It's those boxes. Get over there and buy those boxes.
All right.
$23.50. Saving $5.
Oh, is it $5 off? Is $23.50 is $5 off?
Yeah, it's $23.50.
And
That's
then,
what it is after the $5 off, because they were $28.50.
Yeah, that's how it would do it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So today it's $23.50, and all the colors are in stock: pink, black, red, blue, teal, yellow.
So there we go. Because those look neat.
You know. Yeah, those are very nice little boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's all the colors right there.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so there you have it, at the Stitchy Box. And remember, for us, for Fiber Talk, down at the bottom there, fibertalk.stitchybox.com. Oh, Debbie Guess says they're sold out. I just tried. The boxes are gone. She'll get more. She'll get more.
Oh, they are?
Holy smokes. I was going to buy one. She'll get more. Pressure her. Yep. Liz, we got to have more of those boxes. So that was quick. Okay.
And
So there we go. She'll get more, she said to me. If they sold out, she would get more.
now I just bought. You can buy a yellow one. I just got one.
Okay.
What is she what boxes is she talking about? The spring box, or she's probably talking about the spring bra, but like the countdown boxes.
Yeah.
Not the. I thought she was talking about the video boxes.
Oh. Those little needle boxes, those are still in stock.
Yeah, they're still there.
Yeah. Though people are working on it, I can tell. Yes.
Yeah.
So
You need to work on that. How do we get Fiber Talk needle minders? You go to wetalkfiber.com, and then right up, it's just right up there on the right hand side of the page, isn't it?
Yep, just says shop. Just click on the word shop, and they're all right there. Yep. Yep, it's simple. And last night for the I'll stand up. Last night for the Fiber Talk Made Me Buy It t-shirts, are taking orders through tonight. And then Margaret's going to order all of them on Monday. So if you're interested in that, that's also wetalkfiber.com/shop is you can get the t-shirts. But that comes to an end, and then Margaret's going to put the order together and over the weekend and then order it Monday. So, yes. So get in on that if you want a t-shirt. And needle minders are there, 1 inch, 2 inch, and then we have a combination package also. Let's see. What else do we have? So many things. That was great with Patty. Yeah, I'm glad you suggested her. That was fantastic.
Every now and then I pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Have you ever done one of those memorabilia things?
No.
Wait, let me ask.
Well,
let me ask a different question. Have you ever started a memorabilia thing?
Yes.
There. Okay. Because it doesn't strike me as your kind of thing.
I started. There's one called Snow Angels, and I started it like in 2003, and I got most of it done, and then I don't know what happened. I think I got pregnant with Ellie is what happened.
Oh, well, that could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of like just threw a wrench in everything.
Yeah, that'll make you set your memorabilia aside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those are involved things. Man, they're just... Yeah.
They are.
Because to some degree, they're almost a full coverage. I mean, within the actual design.
Yeah.
And then all those beads on top of it. Yeah. But.
Yep, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Now then, we do have a winner from last night. Somebody just asked. And I will say who the winner was. Vicky Bigno. Vicky Bigno was the winner of the 12 Blackbird design.
Yes.
Piece.
All right. I have them right here. All 12 of them right here. Never put them away from last night. So there you go. All right, Vicky. You win all of them. That's from Dixie Paglia, I believe it was. Yes.
Yeah, Dixie Paglia, yeah.
Who was kind enough to provide those. Yep. So, all right. Yay. Yeah, that's a lot. That's, these probably $10, $11 a piece for 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whew. That's a nice collection. It's all 12 in the series. Yay.
Right.
Yay. A winner. Outstanding. We'll get those in the mail. Let's see. What else we got going on? You haven't done any stitching. We know that.
No, I haven't. But I have done some finishing. I got some finishing. You want to see that?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Okay, so...
Here, Alvana coming up.
Okay, these aren't mine. This is a friend of mine's. But she's in that strawberry club from Dying to Stitch. And these are Erica Michaels strawberries. This is the woodland berry. There's the top of it. Woodland Berry by Erica Michaels. And then this is the Quaker Berry.
Yeah. Are those hard to finish?
No. I mean,
not really. Okay.
The hardest part is this stuff.
I was going to ask you about that. How do you make that?
Because I had to do it, make it all myself, cut it out. I did a little embroidery on them.
Yeah, hold those up a little higher, will you? There we go. So you had to actually make all the pieces and then assemble it.
Cut them out, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, they look neat. Elaine says it was on the podcast and it was fast and I didn't get any info. What was that?
I don't know. Have you seen the lady with the flag? I think it's called Queen of the Flag. It was gorgeous. There's two of them. There's Lady of the Flag and there is Queen of the Flag. There's two of them. And one is the Queen of the Flag and one is the Lady of the Flag. The Lady of the Flag was the very highly limited one that she created for 9/11, and it sold out like pretty fast, and then she reprinted it last year, and shops only got a certain number of them, and they're gone now. So that's what it is. Queen of the Flag you can get pretty much anywhere. So anyways, strawberries. Then she did this little, and I think this is Threadwork Primitives design. And what I did with this is I have like a cutter for I don't know what the name of it is. It's some kind of cutter that I had for scrapbooking, and I used it to cut wool. And so I had this die that looks like rickrack, and it's wool.
Oh.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that works.
And then here's Kathy Haberman's. This is a Kathy Haberman design, and she did this same thing, cut out wool, and that's hers. And then she had this other part of it that she did into this like wool wall hanging thing, and my client didn't want that, and so she did this. So I made this.
Oh, look at you.
Isn't that cute?
Look at you. Wow.
I hand did this.
Wow.
This I hand did this. I made it look like a pumpkin.
Yeah, I picked right up on that. Yeah.
I think this is absolutely cute.
Wow.
But it says this. I'm going to buy this chart just so I can do this for myself. I thought, how am I going? It took me like 5 hours to do this because I was like, I don't know. Can I do this? I don't know. And then I finally got it all together last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. But anyways.
Yeah, that works out great. Yeah. And so that's just a fold stand thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fold up, flat fold.
Flat fold. Yeah, that's what it's going to. Wow, yep. Bravo. Look at that. She likes it. She likes it so much she bought the chart. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to buy the chart. I like it so much.
Yeah, that's great. That worked out.
Yeah, so Yay. Haven't done any stitching since Sunday, but got that done.
Hey, got something done. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, yeah, and then of course selling sewing machines like a maniac. So
I know 9 sewing machines in 7 days. I've sold 9 sewing machines incredible. In 7 days.
And these aren't those $100 jobs either. These are serious machines. Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
Yay for you. Yep. Well, let's see. I almost had another bug done on the Hannah Longstreth, and then I didn't like the body. I didn't like the way it looked out, so I ripped it out last night. Just didn't. The
one we stitched last night. The one we stitched on last night.
Yeah, this one here. I started working on the wing. I just didn't like the body. I didn't like it. The path I'd followed to stitch it, it just kind of messed it up. So I just ripped it out. Got out my handy little Bowen thing, and I just cut it out of there. So I'll put it in tonight. I'd like to get that motif done. I'd like to get back to the top row, because we did that, went down one, for the Mother's Day thing. So I want to go back. Because I'd started the one to the right of the upper left-hand corner already, but now I think I'm going to just position it so that I do both rows and I'll just work my way across. Because you get those first 2 rows done, and that's really the bulk of it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because you get these 2 rows right here done, and yeah, you're home free. I mean, your bottom row. Well, okay, maybe not.
No, what I'm just laughing at is you've got 2 motifs. Well, 1 motif done, 1 partially done, and you go, look at here, we get 2 rows done. You're home free. We don't even have 2 motifs done.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Next it's almost done. It's almost done. We're almost done with that.
Okay, you're right. I'm not even in the ball game yet. Never mind.
Oh shoot.
But so far, not too bad. But
no, and isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it's just honestly.
You're right. You're right. I'm not even started. Never mind.
he's almost home free. Where's that next pattern at? We need to do and start another one.
Okay, I give up. Yeah, I'll work on it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
shoot.
Oh, Charlene got. Oh, that's right. I got to get some cobblestone ordered from
Anne.
Ann. Yes. Nancy's Needlewick case creation on Sunday is a podcast. We talked to Brett. Vaughn and I both talked to Brett about. Now I'm all messed up because you dashed my hopes. My enthusiasm is gone. Yeah, it's a straight podcast, Nancy, and we announced at the end we've got an involvement, a partnership coming up with them. So we talk about that at the end. But yeah, straight podcast on Sunday, no video with that. I mean, it'll be a Floss Tube video, but I don't even know that I have pictures. It's probably just going to be the Fiber Talk logo all the way across because I don't really have any stand pictures. So yeah, it's just a straight podcast. But it was fascinating talking to Brett, learning about the business, how it got started, and what they're doing with it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got here. That's it. Thanks, Elaine. See, Elaine likes my optimism. Thank you, Elaine. It's all gone now. My optimism is all gone. But when I had it, thank you for that brief moment of excitement. And now it's just, never mind.
Look at that. He's almost home free.
Yep.
Really, though, that is but those motifs, they take a long time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, they look like, because when you look at the pattern, you go, oh, this is a quick stitch. But man.
Really? Honestly, when we were in Nashville and I was, you were doing off talking to Barbara and I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just standing there staring at it. And I was looking at it and I thought, oh, yeah, I think this would be quick.
No. No. Because, yeah, I mean, you take those things. I mean, those things, they look like, I mean, they're what? 2 inches? 2 by 2 inches? You think, oh, man, I can rip through those things in no time. No.
That's right.
No. You can't. No. A lot of monkey in there. So.
Yeah.
But
that's right. Tori says, who needs optimism when you're home free?
That's right. That's right. Oh man.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. But this is another one. As all of them, when I've stitched this, the colors really have some beautiful life to them that I didn't even pick up on in Nashville.
No, I didn't either.
No, no. When you put them in front of your face, there's some really nice colors. Yeah. And that MPI silk, I am a fan.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah. Magic Pond, yes. T-shirt orders end tonight, but if you order it tomorrow morning, we'll take your order. But Margaret just needs a day or so. She wants to get them ordered right away Monday, so she needs to get that order all put together. But if you don't get to it till the morning, it'll be okay. But past noon on Saturday, I doubt it because she wants to get that order to the T-shirt company right away Monday morning because we really would like to get them shipped around the 1st of June if we can. And we don't know how long it's going to take because, of course, I'm sure they're working shorthanded too. And so, yeah, if you don't get to it till the morning, we'll be okay. Let's see. Sharon hasn't started. Hannah waiting for more fabric. Well, check out what Kim did on the banding with Hannah. She put together.
Nice.
Yeah. Check that out. If you don't know that you want to do a great big old sampler on linen, check out what Kim put together on banding because that's a really good one too. Sandy hates the Jersey cream. You hate it because of the tight weave or the color?
I bet it's a tight weave.
because that is a tight weave. There's no doubt. I'm adjusting to it, and I kind of like it, but you know, if you want something else, I mean, go to a what's this, 45? What is this, 45 or 6?
This is 40. It's 45.
Yeah.
And Kim has a 37 that she offered us. Oh,
Yeah.
It was Russian tea cake.
Right.
Russian tea cake by
Yeah.
Access Commodities.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. The Queen Sampler is Russian tea cake, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's this, you know, that color compared to, if I don't know how much it.
One's more yellow.
Yeah.
So the Russian tea cake's a little more yellow.
Yeah. But that weave is not as tight. So you could
No.
try that. Because Russian tea cake, that's a nice linen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a tight weave. I'm adjusting, and I like the tighter weave, but yeah, it's tight. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woven sedge is tight. Yeah. Well. But yeah, Russian tea cake's a nice one. Yeah.
Elizabeth Wright. I do not have an episode on it was on my blog, but my blog was deleted. So this is what I'm telling everybody who's contacting me. Priscilla and Chelsea basically do this very same thing that I did. And in fact, in their video, they say that I was the one that taught them how to bake their fabric, that they had tea and coffee dyed it, but they had never baked it. So just go to Priscilla and Chelsea and view theirs. All you do is you just this is what you do. You take your leftover coffee and you take some tea and you throw that together, put your linen in there or your Ada in there or whatever, slosh it around, let it set a little bit. Then you take a cookie sheet, put tin foil on it or aluminum foil on it, put your fabric that you've had soaking, you know, an hour or so on the cookie sheet. You squirt different of that same stuff that you soaked it in on there, put it in the oven at about 200, watch it. You got to watch it. Every now and then you take it out, kind of rebunch it, put some more of that juice on it that you soaked it in, put it back in until it meets what you want it to look like. That's all there is to it. No magic. So there you go.
And then you just you just hang it on the line and let it dry.
You rinse it. You want to rinse it out. I always set it with a little bit of white vinegar in my rinse water, and then you just hang it on just to dry. And then when you're done, when it's maybe just a little bit damp, or it could be dry, just blast it with the iron to I do that again. So that's it.
Okay. Pretty simple.
Okay, so Muriel Toole, is my border pattern for the early Americans still available? Yes, on my blog under color conversions. It says early Americans. Click that; it'll take you to the picture of it.
Gina, no giveaway tonight. Sorry, nope, no giveaway. Elaine, does it shrink some when you do that?
It does some, not a lot. It's based on whatever kind of material that you're using. If you're using a man-made product, it's gonna probably shrink a little bit more than what a linen or an Ada would. That's like 100% cotton or flax. So, not enough to make, if you were wanting a 28 count, it wouldn't shrink to a 40 count. I mean, it might shrink to a 25, but that's rare. So not much. It does a little, but not much.
Yeah. Now Melanie says that sounds terrifying, but it sounds like there's a lot of slop room in doing it. That you don't.
I'm going to tell you what, fabric that you do yourself, if you do it the way, you want to bunch it up to make it that parchment looking look. That's what my early Americans was stitched on, was my coffee and tea dyed and then baked. It's beautiful. You can't get it like that. It's beautiful. In my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. What is the baking? Yeah, I don't like those modeled things, so I'll never use it. But what does the baking do for it? What is that? Why do that?
It just makes it have like veins, like old parchment,
Oh,
like old parchment. So it makes it look antique-y. It doesn't really, it's not like splotchy or, it just looks old. That's it.
okay. And the bake
Yeah.
and the heat does that, huh?
Yeah, it makes it darker.
Oh, be interesting to know what the chemistry is in there, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm not interested enough to learn. I'm just saying it would be interesting to know.
I don't know.
If someone would take the time and then tell us, it would be great.
I think what it does is like it like condenses, it like evaporates all the water,
Oh,
and so it condenses the tannins, I think, in the tea and the coffee, and then that like dyes, that's what I think it does.
oh, that would make
Just evaporates the water.
Yeah, that would make sense. So then, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see how that would happen. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I do white or ivory. It doesn't matter. I know, David. There has been. I'm sorry, I haven't. Somebody was talking. I do have my gold work basket not down here, and I don't have it next week. Next week I'll show it. Maybe I'll have the whole basket done next week. So next week I'll show my gold work basket. It's coming along, but
Okay, no pressure.
no pressure.
Does my scroll keep the fabric tight? Oh yeah, yeah. These are Millennium frames from Needle Needs in England, but I mean that is drum tight all the way. Like I don't have to use anything to pull it tight here. It is just absolutely drum tight. It's a function of what goes on in here. There's a dowel here. If I can, this thing is so unwieldy. But see, there's a dowel. You see that? And so you put the dowel in. You shove the linen down in that groove, and then you slide the dowel in the V of the linen. And then when you tighten these here, it pulls it drum tight. I mean, you can crank on it, and it is bounce a quarter tight. It really is amazing. And that's the Millennium frame from Needle Needs. And then you want to get the smaller cross piece, because otherwise it gets too wide. Like for instance, on the Queen sampler, I have the taller ones, and it's too tall, but it works. Like I had it on the short ones when I started, and now that I'm far enough down here, I can put it on the tall ones, and I'm okay. And then I'll always work in the bottom third of this, so I don't care how tall it is. But on Hannah, you want the smaller ones. You want a narrower piece, and it's the same. This design, and we've talked in a couple of live shows lately about that Omonic scroll rods, and they're the same design. They use the same dowel on the end, and they have these screw side pieces, but the screw work here, the threaded work, is plastic, and the nut is plastic, I think. But who cares? And they ship those right away. Millennium things. I mean, these will last forever. I mean, you could pass them down for generations because they're solid wood. I mean, that's solid wood. That's all wood threading. They'll last forever, and they're hard oak, and they're perfect. But you do wait for them, and when you order them. So if you want something quicker and relatively right away, try the Omonic ones, because it's the same design, and you'll get the same results. But yeah, I don't need anything pulling on the sides at all. It's just drum tight side to side. So yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, and they're scroll rods that I'll never have to buy another one. It's
Yeah. Patty, I didn't say that. I don't know where you can get the Omonic frames in the U.S. I don't know.
No, I think you have to order them from their factory overseas, but they ship pretty quickly. Stitching in the well. This here. Let me just go cutting you out, Lana.
Okay.
Stitching in the well is this, where the scroll is on the top, and then you're bringing the fabric up on the back side. See that? So the back of my fabric is here, and then the rods are on the front. So you see it? And so then when I stitch, my hand touches the rods. It doesn't lay on the linen. And so that's stitching in the well, and you can do that stitching in the well with anything. Like I think, well, here, for instance, on this one, I did not set this up as to stitch in the well. So this one is, you can see I put it on the surface. I put it on the front surface of the stretcher bars, and then there's the back side. So this would be the well. If I'd stitched it in the well, I'd flip this canvas over, and my working surface would be here within the well of the stretcher bars. But I don't know why I didn't do that. A lot of times, if I'm on stretcher bars, I will stitch in the well, because it's easier to finish off threads if you're not dealing, especially if you're on the edge. But and I don't know why I didn't do it this way. Why I just probably had my mind on other things and just blindly set it up. But normally I stitch in the well mainly to keep my hands off of the working surface, so that when I'm stitching, that I'm like this, and so my hands are not on the surface. So normally I do that. Why I did this time, there's no explanation. I just did. So that's what that is. You're back.
What is that? What is that blue piece? Tell me again what that is.
That's Textured Treasures. That's that bird. What is that bird?
Textured Treasures. Is it an owl?
No, it's that little bird. It's the scientific name of the bird.
Oh, yeah. The jungle one. Yeah, and you're using the Sullivan color. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all Sullivan threads and Kreinik. Yeah. And I stopped weaving this, and I haven't even finished that. I just haven't gotten back to it. So, yeah. She has nice designs, and we have coming up now on August 1. For those who are interested, we have the Dawn to Dusk that we're going to do, and there's because we got nothing but time. There's 5 colorways. If you go and look at our video from Nashville, you'll see in the Textured Treasures, you'll see the colorways. And then in the center of the chart, then she has all the colorways, all the threads. And now there's another one that she's done for me, which is Rosy Skies only in blue, that she calls Fiber Talk, and she's added it to this chart. And the threads are on their way, and as soon as I get them, I'll show them in a live show so you can see what the combination is like. But there's a lot of threads. I mean, you showed the other night the threads for yours, and I mean, there's a lot of threads and a lot of different kinds of threads. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And you go to their Facebook group, and you'll see what people have done, and I'll tell you, that stuff is amazing. It's
yeah. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Do you want to you want me to show you the threads again?
Yeah, if you have it, yeah.
Okay.
Because that was a lot. I was kind of surprised, quite frankly.
Yeah. Okay, so here's all the beads. I didn't even realize this. She sent needles too. What a nice girl she is, that Karen. So you got these big honking beads like that. And then you have these Mill Hills. And then I'm doing the Desert Sand colorway is the what I'm doing. And so it looks like this. So here you got all of these pearls. And then this Diamante, DMC Diamante. Have you ever worked with this?
No. I don't hear good things about it, but I've never worked with it.
And then you have this, is this silk lament? It's, yeah, silk ribbon. And then fireworks. Oh no. Okay, so fireworks, you got two colors of fireworks. So a gold and a darker, like an antique gold, bronze looking. And then you have this rainbow linen. And then all of this DMC. All that. So you got pearl in there and then just regular DMC. And then here's all the Kreinik. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20, about 30 different threads.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on in those things. Yep.
A lot going on. But boy, it's going to be beautiful. I was on their Facebook page yesterday looking, and wow.
Yeah. If you have any doubt about whether that design is going to be stunning, just go to the Facebook page. Yep. Yeah.
And then I got sucked in a rabbit hole while I was there, and I was looking at more, and I thought, oh gosh, after we get this one done, I need to do this one, and then I need to do this one, and then I need to do this one. All of them are beautiful. Now, Cindy, I thought was talking about, Cindy, your friend Cindy that started this whole
Cindy
thing.
Cindy Baldwin. Cindy.
Yeah. Okay. Now she said something about she liked her owls. I have not ever seen. Was she talking textured treasure owls?
That's the way I understood it, and I did not. I just went with the flow because I did not understand about the owls because I've not seen them.
Yeah, I looked and looked, and I didn't see owls.
I don't. Usually Cindy's with us. I don't know if Cindy, if you're here, tell us, clear us up, will you?
Because if you like the owls, maybe we might like the owls.
one just never knows.
Maybe we need to see some owls and get some owls.
We're suckers for anything, so you just never know. Bring it on.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I just let it ride because and then I went and looked and I couldn't find what she was talking about. So
I couldn't find them either.
Yeah, don't know. Beyond me. Oh, Kim was wondering, have you ever used Cosmo thread? I never have.
Mm-mm.
No, never have. Sorry.
No. Mm-mm.
Nope.
The owls are color complement.
Huh?
Color complement? I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Oh, the thread dyeing company. Color complements, that's thread dyeing company.
Oh.
I'm lost. I don't know.
Color complements. Oh.
Because color complements is they dye all kinds of thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, here it is. What a Hoot Kits exclusive by Color Complements.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. That didn't connect then. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not our thing.
No.
I'm just looking at it. That's not our deal. That's not our jam. The owls aren't our jam.
Okay. I'm taking your word for it. I'm not even going to look. Though I do like
They're not our.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. Whatever.
They do, yeah, but they do have lovely. They do. She does do some needlepoint, I think, and she does needlepoint that she like of other designers. I think that she does in her own colorway and makes those threads for certain things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain that I'm right on that. And she has one that is like gorgeous. So
her threads look great. I mean, the pictures of them look great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty striking colors. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I think we're going to call it.
All right.
You got to work tomorrow. You need rest.
I got to work. I work tomorrow. I'm off Sunday. Then I work Monday through Saturday next week.
Woo! If I were envious, I'd say so, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not envious of myself.
All right, stitchybox.com. Fibertalk.stitchybox.com gives you the instructions. Cotton is your word between now and midnight Pacific time tomorrow night. That gets you the bonus bag, the Fiber Talk bonus bag. Get those needle boxes while they're still discounted at $23.50. That's $5 off. Check out the boxes that you open something every day. What are those called now? You had it.
Countdown boxes.
Countdown boxes. Check those out. They're cool. I'm having fun with mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check that all out. And Sunday is Case Creation. Brett Shuley, Case Creation. So you get to hear the story behind the Case Creation stands. And we're out of here. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Vonna.